Once upon a lifetime, there was only the drum. This drum was created in Africa to unite the senses. The drum followed the reggae pattern of the heartbeat so that it would be felt in the spiritual. Children would hear it and grow. Adults who were near it would glow and shake the skin attached to their souls. That mighty drum was the universe which gave birth to me. Rhythm. I began as one of 7 squirming, sperming beats. I bounced around in search of new ears to slide inside of, reaching your spots in spite of, trying to swim in front of Elijah so that I, Rhythm, could be born and raised, calming the storms of hate, and then I would soon add to the cool-ass balance that my creator creates. And oh, what a musically tangled web we weave. Must gain unity, ain't let the world come and stop me. Musically, unity is still in the spirit of my body. Must gain unity, it's like the blood that flows in my heartbeat. Musically, unity, teaching and speaking to my body. I am Rhythm. And as I allowed myself to mature and grow, I stepped into musical adolescence. And this puberty that was so new to me had me spreading my sound across the world, slipping into every ear hole. I got near so, unknown years so. Indeed, I was soaring and multiculturally whoring until I met her. She was the most beautiful noise ever heard in 1,000 lives. The bird to my bees and the flower to my seed, with a body that had more curves than all the 7 seas. I introduced myself. What's up? My name is Rhythm. She told me that her name was Song, simply Song. And we immediately hit it off. She began to seduce me with her erotic words like I've never heard, and had my bass as hard as a saxophone, long and ready to be blown on. Placed deep within, she plucked my strings, and I would squeeze and suck her supple paragraphs until we both could no longer take it. So I slid my shiny hard flute inside of her lyrical booth and got to it, and made her explode with lyric fluid. Must gain unity, ain't let the world come and start it. Musically, unity is like the blood that flows in my heart. Must gain unity, it's like the blood that flows in my heartbeat. Musically, unity, teaching and speaking to my body. 9 musical notes later, Song would give birth to a doctrine of affection whose reflection would enhance the dance of mankind. The entire human race is a religious choir who practice the religion of music, sometimes not for what my wife and I had in mind. But thank the almighty drum for the oldest of our children, gospel, and her offspring who will continue to speak the godliness in our DNA. Thank the almighty drum for blessing us with the twins, country, and blues, and their kind who allowed a simple understanding of what we say. Thank the almighty drum for my middle son, rock and roll, and his kids who continue to allow our boundaries to be broken for the rest of our children. Oh, and thank the drum for rhythm and blues named after me by her mother, Song, for always reminding us that it's okay to express deep feelings. Last night a DJ saved my life. No, I have not forgotten about you, hip-hop. You see, hip-hop was my youngest and illegitimate son. His mother was Miss Poetry. I didn't want it to affect my marriage, so he was raised by poetry into poverty. But I have always been most proud of him, for he is the collective sound of all my children in time. He has done more to end racism than all the religions combined. I know hip-hop has always been frustrated with his classical siblings and started sampling his siblings' jazz, and then added to the fantastic bass of his dad. Then took us back to the almighty drum who we all came from and reminded us. You see, he reminded our spirit of what it was like to be young. I love you, son. I love you all. And I will remain the deepest part of your symphony, and I will never die. Must gain unity, ain't let the world come and stop me. Musically, unity is still in the spirit of my body. Must gain unity, it's like the blood that flows in my heartbeat. Musically, my body.
There would be no music without rhythm and song that has given birth to all the world's music. No near mortal can ever stop music, but music cannot be stopped. It is as old as man. There are just as many varieties of music and musical instruments as there are cultures and colors of people who enjoy them. So let music unite us all.